Open your ear holes to the greatness that is...
The Soundscape Sessions!
This summer, take a wild ride to the other side.
I saw a ghost.
Ghosts can't hurt you.
You better got some obnoxious creeps.
Thank you. Smell it, ma'am. Casper, are we scary or what? Rated PG. Haunting season begins Friday, May 26th.
Welcome back to another episode of the Soundscape Sessions. I am joined once again by my co-host Adam, or actually Kat today.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, listen, let me tell you something.
Yes, please.
I do make this look really good, but at the same time, I really am sympathizing with the females and the long-haired fellas out there, because this is a disaster.
A disaster?
It's about to fall off and everything, maybe.
I think
it's
so,
okay.
yeah.
No, well, I think you just have to like rock it. You know,
Just gonna rock it. You gotta believe it. You gotta be the
just gonna
character.
croon it.
Welcome back to another episode. I think I already said that, but this is our first video episode.
Absolutely, this is what we look
Fancy here, and the big old set life
like. Yeah,
with the, usually I'm on the other side of this.
yeah.
I'm behind the camera and I have all the lights like things. So this is it's a new experience for me. I like it.
I haven't changed at all.
I haven't changed. This is what I do every day.
This is
of
what I
my
do every
life,
single
so.
time. I just kind of watch things happen around me, and I kind of stick my foot in it.
Dress up awkwardly.
Yeah.
No one can see you.
Yeah, and behind the scenes is our good producer Jordan. So everybody,
Who
give a
is
shout out
also-
to him, who has been on the show before.
Yeah.
Hello.
So he's helping us produce this episode.
It reminds me of Mr. Voiceman from Uh-Oh.
Oh right, yeah.
Like, Mr. Voiceman, what do we have today?
Who do we have today? Well, today we are talking about the movie Casper. If
Casper.
you haven't, noticed that we're dressed up, and
Yeah.
he looks like a woman.
Do I?
Do I?
If I do, then hell yeah, man. Minimal effort was put on. I didn't even shave.
Yeah,
To be honest.
neither did I. I was thinking about doing it
Yeah.
because James Harvey doesn't have a beard, but then I was like, man, I have to go through the whole.
That's so much work. And
right? And
Yeah.
the itchy face when the hair comes back in, that's the worst part. That's the part I hate the most.
Absolutely. I think some of my real hair is sticking out.
And it is. It's okay. Don't worry. You look beautiful. But yeah, so I love this movie.
Yeah.
I think I've watched it every year it came out since childhood.
This is a staple. This is a
Oh, hell
Halloween
yeah.
staple.
This is this movie is a kids movie, not scary in any means whatsoever.
Well,
But I was so young when I watched this movie that there were scenes that scared me.
I have a list.
I have a list.
I have a list of things that scared me. It's the first thing that I wrote down.
Okay, perfect.
So we've actually been killing the segues, the accidental segues lately. So things that scared Adam as a kid. This is not related to my Adam was stupid when he was a kid series. This is a completely different series.
Okay.
So the Polaroid of the two kids screaming at the beginning
Same.
scared
One
the
kid's
hell out
face?
of me. The
Oh
one
my
kid's face looked
God.
really, really scary.
Yeah.
So we'll get into this scene like later on, but the priest, when he comes
yeah.
back
And
with
he's
his head twisted
Yeah.
and like vomit on him and stuff, like that just creeped me out. And I was telling you about this yesterday when we were watching it. Not Fatso's bed, not Stinky's bed, but for some reason Stretch's bed fucking creeped me out.
Because it's just so long.
Because it's just so long. And then like yesterday Travis like played it back like 3 times and he's just like, I just don't see it. And I was just like, it's just so long. Like, look at it. It's like you could fit like 3 people on there.
doesn't it have that canopy over it too?
No,
little
that's
bit?
Stinky's.
Oh, okay, that
So
would
that's
creep
why
me
you
out.
would think. That's
Yeah.
why you would think that I'd be scared about. Okay, so I guess it does go back to Adam's being a stupid kid fucking series. But what scared you? Other than the
all
pose.
those scenes.
Yeah.
For some reason, I don't know why, but at the beginning of the movie, when they're doing all the construction workers there and everything,
Yeah.
and they start like just booking it, and then she presses the one lever,
Yeah.
and it just smokes her car. I don't know why, but that always just, I guess everyone just running and like so scared and everything.
Oh yeah.
Freaked me out, but like I remember that used to scare me the first
It gets
time.
so
I watched
heartfelt
the
at the end too, though. He's just like, no, all I want is a friend.
All I want is bread.
Well, okay, you think he wants a friend, and then it slowly turns into, I would like a girlfriend. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
I mean,
shoot for the stars, man. Why not?
he's 13, I guess. You know, he's
Gotta
starting to
go
like
for it.
girls and stuff.
I
But-
mean, listen, I got my hair all done up. You know, I'm ready to be. I'm ready to be charmed by some
by some ghosts.
by some ghosts.
By some 13-year-old ghosts. Jesus Christ.
That did not go the way I thought it was gonna go, but
Some 40-year-old uncles.
Yeah. That's some 40-year-old uncles. Yeah. Fuck, I mean, you could probably relate to them more now.
yeah. Oh, jeez.
Have
yeah.
some beer. You'd be, well, I'd be Dr. James Harvey, you know?
Yeah.
Well, boys, night's young. Going back to Dr. James Harvey, played by the great Bill Pullman.
The great.
There's the one scene when they're on their way to Whipstaff, and I know you like that scene too, where he's like, "That's life. That's what most people say." Like, I fucking love that scene. But in that scene, and for everybody playing the Homefront game listening,
Yeah.
next time you watch it, pay attention. In between Kat and him, there's a brown paper bag, and when the light shines through it, it looks like a piece of pizza.
Yeah.
And when I was a kid, I was watch this scene and just be like, "Why are you guys not eating that pizza? Just
Yeah.
like eat it." Like
He did
it
that.
looks, it looks warm and good. Like
He said that to me yesterday when we were watching, and he was just like, "Okay, do you see that like in between the car?" And I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "Do you see that like little light?" And I was like, "Yeah." And he's like, "Doesn't that kind of look like a pizza to you?" And I was like, "It does look like a pizza to me." But that's not the first time. I never noticed that as a kid, but this movie has a lot of things like that. Like the Lazarus potion, that shit looks delicious.
Right?
Like
Yeah, it kind of looks like
this
red
movie
Gatorade.
also this movie has a lot of like the reason why it like obviously I am the ween of Halloween, right? But like the reason why I go back to this so much and it's like so nostalgic is because like there's a lot of visual things in this movie that are really like I don't know, I guess like aesthetically pleasing for me when I was a kid. Like when he goes into the wire to go into the TV.
Okay,
or like
yeah,
Or when you see any of the ghosts from behind them, so you can see through them, but you
Yeah.
can still see their outline and stuff.
Okay.
Like things like that. And Jordan was saying earlier when like he likes when the Lazarus is coming out of the water, like so many like practical effects in this movie.
Yeah.
And it's just so like colorful, but not. It's I don't know. This is a Halloween staple for sure.
That's a good point. Very good point. I mean, the only thing I don't like about the house is there's spider webs fucking everywhere.
Yeah,
And
they can
I
never seem to get rid of all of them. eh?
spiders.
There's always spider webs.
Yeah, like I mean, I get it. It's an old house and stuff, but I mean, shit, that would suck. Imagine how many spiders are in that house. Like, holy
lot.
shit.
Yeah.
That reminds me of
that
100 that like meme where it's just like person gets rid of cobweb and the spider's like wow, and the person puts up fake spider cobweb for Halloween and the spider's like wow.
Very true. Yeah, I guess you wouldn't need to put any fake ones up at that house.
No, I don't
Holy
think
shit.
so.
Also, the house itself. Like, what the fuck did these three uncles do? Because that shit is huge. They must
Yeah,
have
man.
money up the wazoo.
Maybe they were flipping houses and they just didn't get a chance to finish it. So
Yeah.
that's at least what I just thought of right now. I don't know.
Maybe
But, like-
yeah, that's what killed them. They breathed in too much chemicals.
Yeah,
on
too
the
much
job.
has
Because you don't really find out what happened to them, right? And how they died.
No.
No, there's a little. Well, no, there's no backstory on them, unfortunately.
I love the breakfast scene when with the eggs and stuff. I mean, this movie has a
Pancakes.
couple of them too. Like
That's another visual thing,
right? The
orange
Lazarus
juice.
too, yes, and the Lazarus too. When he goes in, it's got like the brushing and the shaving and the putting the tie on.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is about movies, but I mean, when I was a kid, I used to love that shit. Like,
Oh yeah,
Yep.
loved that kind
Yeah,
of stuff.
that's the up and
Like
Adam
the-
machine.
Yeah, and like it was kind of like Back to the Future has a little bit of it too at the very beginning with like getting the dog food ready and it makes some toast.
The
and
Rube
everything like
Goldberg
that.
stuff.
Like, I love that shit.
Yeah. When,
Always
like,
wanted that.
They have like so many videos. Me and my buddies in high school back in the day used to like love watching those.
Okay,
And it's just like there's like some of them that go on for like 5 minutes.
and you're just like, okay,
And
I
it's
could
just
have
like,
I could have
holy
cooked an
shit.
egg right now by now.
It's just like it would take quicker to just cook the egg than to fucking, you know what I mean? Like,
But I mean, if you're like, I mean, I get it now, but like when you're 5, I think you'd love that shit every
Oh,
day.
you just-
absolutely.
It's like
There's
you
so
see
many
it every
things,
day, but
yeah.
you're still just gonna be,
It's like the
taken
whole
by it.
like, okay, well when his father has like okay, when he's just like, you know what, yeah, my dad was a brilliant guy, but just has a little trouble getting up in the morning. So you built this like elaborate thing where you're sitting down and it like brushes your teeth for you, it shaves you, it puts a tie on or a bow tie on for you for no reason because you're not telling anybody about this place. So what's the whole
Man
point
just
of
like
it?
to use a bow tie.
That's right.
I mean, I guess so, and enough to spare for like 3 in a row even because like.
Who's your favorite ghost? Like you can include Casper if you want to, but
Oh no, Stretch.
Stretch, yeah,
Hands down.
yeah, I'd have to go with Stretch
Hands
too.
down.
Like
Like
close between him and Fatso.
Fatso, I think it's a close between him and Fatso only because Brad Garrett plays
Yeah,
Fatso.
that's true.
But Stretch is like
Stretch is
it's very obvious that they have a similarity to the Three Stooges and shit.
Mhm.
And like who's the guy that's like the leader of the Three Stooges? The guy with the shitty haircut.
Mo.
Mo?
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm an Abbott and Costello guy, but Three Stooges are cool too. But like Mo is always my favorite because he was the guy that was calling the shots, but he was also an idiot too.
Yeah, yeah.
So like Stretch is like he is the leader, and I'm assuming he's like the oldest of them. So
Okay, yeah, I get, yeah. I mean, Stretch is my favorite too.
yeah.
think
But then
he has,
again, we're
like-
not including Dr. fucking Harvey as a ghost.
Ah, that's
Like,
true.
No.
If we include Dr. Harvey as a ghost, that's hard. I would still give it to Stretch, but like that's even Kerrigan as a ghost is not even close to fucking Stretch. Like
Okay, well, that's a good segue to another point I had. So, like, do you lose your hair
I was gonna bring that up right
As a
before.
ghost?
Right before.
the
How come
the
Casper
longer
doesn't
you're a
have hair?
ghost? Casper doesn't have hair. All 3 of the uncles don't have hair. But yet, when Kerrigan dies and Dr. James Harvey die, literally hair.
My theory is that
I mean, obviously they're trying to separate.
sure, yeah.
know what I
My theory
Yeah.
is that the longer you're dead, the more identity you lose. Like it just starts to fade away.
That's the coolest thing I think I've ever fucking heard in my life. That's so. I'm gonna now forever
theory.
have that.
It's a good theory.
I don't even want to think of anything else now.
I think I'm gonna make that the poll for this episode. What's your favorite ghost?
Yeah.
like that. Yeah, including those two.
Yeah, it would be the
absolutely, yeah.
3 uncles and then just put other.
Other
The scene where like after the kitchen scene and she goes to school for the first time. Okay, 2 things. I never noticed until last night when we were watching it that at the beginning, like when it shows the outside shot of the school, 2 kids run into each other on bikes.
Yeah.
And I don't know if that was planned or
Just
if that
topple
just
over.
happened and they were like, fuck it.
Did
Like,
it really?
Yeah.
They literally smashed into each other.
Topple right over, dude.
But I never noticed it before, so
No,
I was
I've
like,
never noticed that
you know
either.
what I mean? And then also, when she actually gets into the classroom, this is her first day. She's been in the class for about 2 minutes, and already it's like, and the teacher is totally going along with it. You know, well, who wants to have a party at my house?
Don't even get me started.
We have to do that. She
No,
does
dude.
that.
Like,
Who does the party at my house?
okay, I thought we agreed that it was going to be a party at my house. All right. So like,
Raise your hand.
whoever wants to have the party at my house, raise your hand.
Yeah,
And
right.
it's just like, please don't clip that because it's going to make me seem like fucking perfect for that role. But like, I've practiced that a long time. She doesn't even raise her hand. Normally, she's just like,
Right?
just so much sass, and she has so much sass that she has to expel on others to the point where she has to ruin the whole party that she herself
Exactly.
was like going to be the thing with, and it's just like, oh my god, what's her name?
Amber.
Amber.
Yeah. Yeah,
Can't
not a
trust
fan.
her.
Not a fan of Amber.
Not a fan of Amber, but
But
her boyfriend,
who was in the Mighty Ducks?
Guy Germain.
That's right.
Guy Germain 00,
Right.
who also got the girl in that movie. Just saying, my man's crushing it in these movies. He's a good dude. He's not trying to like screw over Kat because like obviously he doesn't really have a thing for blondes anymore, and he's going for the darker hair girls, right?
That's right.
And why wouldn't he, right?
And why wouldn't he, right?
But like the whole time he's like protesting, and he's just like, "Come on, like, do we really have to do this?" And she's like, "Yeah, look at me. I'm the popular girl," and he's just like, okay,
I'll do what you're saying.
and then he ends up like dragging her and him out with him. You know what I mean?
Right. But back to what I was saying though.
Sorry, I didn't mean
It's
to get into it.
That's okay. Just like so she does the whole thing. Who wants to have the party at my house? No one says anything, and then the teacher is just like, whip
stuff?
It's totally cool that this person's been here for 2 minutes, haven't talked to her parents about anything or anything like that. But yeah, okay, you whip staff. Sure.
Were permission forms sent out? Were
Right?
parents
Like-
notified?
Yeah.
It's like School of Rock all over again.
They could be like, kids, she's been here for 2 minutes. Okay, let's have her have her first day first, and then maybe we'll talk.
No,
about it.
all they know about her is that her name is Kat,
And she
and
lives in a
she
creepy
recently moved here from Santa Fe, and that she lives in Whipstaff. That's all they know. They don't know anything. Yo,
house. Check it out.
yo, sir, check it.
Teach.
Like,
Okay.
and that guy's like so into it too.
I love how he shows up with the kids too. Like,
Yeah,
"We're
yeah.
here for the party.
The lobster outfit.
You would have to.
You gotta have a few
like
chaperones.
chaperone,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, I feel like he should have showed up earlier though to like talk to
Definitely.
talk to the dad.
I
for
mean, I
once.
think just
Yeah.
even the fact of having a party at a kid's house for school, that would never happen.
But
You
it
would
was
just have
already at Amber's house.
But I'm just saying that in general would never happen. When have you ever had a party that you went to at school at someone else's house?
like an
Never.
official
Never.
Is this an official school party?
If the teacher's going and chaperoning, no, I guess
Maybe
he's
it's just a fucking
hanging out with the
maybe it's
kids.
just a cool ass teacher. You know what I mean?
No, that's not cool. That's creep.
Crazier things have happened. There are ghosts in this movie.
Yeah.
So like, you know what I mean?
Again, I just think that whole premise is a little
Yeah.
like the dance would be at the school, right?
No,
Like,
absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Well,
I do like the scene though before Casper, like he's doing the whole so what's your like she tells him that she has a date.
yeah.
Well, what does your date have that I don't have? And she says a pulse. That's like the
Burn.
best thing ever.
Fucking burn, dude. A pulse, and he's just like overrated. What does he say?
He says so fleshy
And then
or
you- yeah.
something. Yeah,
Big fleshy deal.
And he's
yeah,
like a-
big fleshy deal.
He's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
a tan, and he's just like friggin' very bad for your skin.
It is, yes.
So and then he's like a reflection. So, as well as being a ghost, Casper is also a vampire.
Yeah.
And it also, this is a good
say
segue too, because so when you're, man, like I don't know how they do it. I am just stressed. So yes, that was fucking just great acting. So, on the subject of ghosts, right? So it's kind of cool. I was saying this to Travis yesterday. Being a ghost, obviously, I guess you're dead and shit, but it comes with like other superpowers. Like you can fly, you can become invisible, you can choose when you can touch things.
Yes.
You can retain water, you can shapeshift, you can possess like
true.
Super Mario Odyssey fucking possess shit like when he goes into the TV and just
That's
possesses
right.
that shit.
Yeah.
So like I mean,
being a ghost
what if
sounds
you
pretty
found
cool.
like what if you being ghost ain't that bad? Like what if you found like just like a community of ghosts and like, you know like
I mean, again, having no sensations would suck.
that
Not
is
being
kind of
able to
shitty
feel
though, yeah.
anything,
That
would
is
be
kind of whack,
really
yeah.
shit.
He's
Not
like, what
being
is
able to taste any food.
yeah.
I mean, why do they eat? What's
Yeah.
the whole, do they just do that to make them feel like humans
I
again?
think that's what it is. Yeah, pretty much.
You know what I mean?
Where's our food?
Yeah.
What the hell? This floor used to be dirty enough to eat off of.
Oh
Well,
man,
miss
you got to
me,
count on
well,
those uncles, man. They always are the ones with like the quick, like funny, like little quips. Like they're the ones that are making the kids laugh and stuff. So
Definitely. And
I love it so much, dude.
I just love it so much. I mean, the dude from Monty Python in it, he cracks me up too. This
oh
whole
yeah,
movie.
dude, he's great.
Like he's definitely a good fucking comedy relief for the movie too.
Yeah, and it's also like really weird too. Like it's like random kind of casting for him to be in it too. And also, have you seen Kerrigan in like anything else?
I was trying to think of that.
Because when I was a
I
kid,
feel like I have, but I just can't remember what.
when I was a kid, I was really dumb, right? So I thought that
Yeah, mentioned this.
I thought that she was Jennifer Tilly. Like,
Yes.
I thought she was Jennifer Tilly,
Okay, I see
but
that.
like with a more like, I was like, oh, Jennifer Tilly's been smoking. You know what I mean? Like, not smoking,
Smoke.
not smoking, like smoking cigarettes. And like, yeah, I love her because I love her, like how much I hate her. Like, I think that is, she's got the most like annoying voice I've ever heard, like in my entire fucking
Is she
life.
hamming that up though for the role?
I hope
She
so,
could be,
because
right?
like that would be a terrible, terrible flaw. Like if that's how you naturally sounded.
Yeah, I mean that's beauties in the eye. Beauties in the eye of the beholder. There,
You know
dog.
what? If we should have been, you should have been Dibs and I should have been Kerrigan.
Yeah, I mean it doesn't really matter.
Alternate universe.
Alternate universe. Maybe next year when we do a show, we'll do that.
Yeah.
I do love the bedroom scene when Kat sets up all his toys. Love that.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
his playroom there. Yeah.
Just I mean she didn't need to do that. She obviously cares about the kid, so kind of did it to like remind him what it's like to be a child and all that stuff.
Well, he jogged her memory, or she jogged his memory. He was able
Yeah.
to remember where the Lazarus was, and if she never did that, he would have never remembered where the Lazarus was, and her father would have stayed dead.
Very true.
So
I also used to look at that room when I was a kid and been like, I want all those toys.
so
Not to say I didn't have a lot of toys,
I-
because we did. It's just there's a lot of toys in that room.
there's something about that color in like a room that like just creeps me out. I don't know why.
Okay.
It's just weird. But the toys are badass though. Like everything. He's even got like the Hootie. Taga! You know what I mean? So like he's got like, so I'm assuming that like he wasn't exactly not wealthy, you know what I mean? Like he was pretty
No, yeah, like
pretty
this is a
wealthy
big
when he was
house, right?
living and stuff.
And obviously, so
His dad went crazy trying to find a way to bring him back.
yeah, and so obviously his uncles lived with him too.
Yeah.
So I guess they died maybe before he died.
Maybe.
Who the fuck knows? That's really confusing. And why are they so shitty to him? Like,
Yeah.
I don't get that.
Well, maybe like Jordan said, like you start to lose yourself as you go on.
Yeah,
And
I guess.
but I mean, what is it? Assholes live forever. So so I don't know. You know what I mean? It's a very dominant trait.
Yeah, because like right after that scene, that's when like shit gets kind of real with Casper, and so he died of hypothermia. I'm assuming.
Yeah, dude, and that's also a really awesome scene too, because you actually, I don't know if in the cartoons or anything like that, because when I was doing my facts, there was an original draft of this that was scrapped to make this draft that it eventually became,
Okay.
and I think in the original draft they touched more upon like the original like cartoon kind of thing, and Spielberg had his hand in this as like a producer.
Oh, really?
So like a lot of like his ideas and stuff, I think people that were like true to the show didn't exactly like this movie because it wasn't like exactly true to the show. But I really like this too because it like, I don't know if in the show they actually explained why they're ghosts. It's just like they're just ghosts. That's the bit. They're ghosts, and he's nice, and you expect ghosts to be mean. So,
True.
but
It's
yeah,
good call.
hypothermia.
Yeah, I
He
feel like
stayed out, got sick.
I feel like this draft kind of made it a little more relatable.
Yeah, absolutely. And he's a 13-year-old kid, man. And just because he's dead, he still has crushes. He's still, you know, especially like this girl who's, I mean, kind of convenient, but but you know, just saying, just
At
Christina.
least she's hot.
13-year-old Christina Ricci moves into your house when you're 13 years old too. Like it's just like, okay,
Yeah, I mean that's cool. I mean,
But-
just to have a friend.
yeah, I can walk, you know.
Kerrigan too. Like I said it when we were watching it just a couple minutes ago, where she flies out the window
Yeah,
before she actually dies. Like, how the hell did that not kill you? That was a fucking big fall.
That's what I'm
And
saying,
not
man.
only did it not kill her, she's you know stealthing to the car without any sound whatsoever, and then
I'm
she's
saying,
like
like-
right ready to fucking run over Dibs.
she lost. If she had 100 hit points, that took her down to like 5. So like next hit would have killed her anyway. So she just had a dramatic death. Also, how do you fucking not know that you're on a cliff?
I don't
Like,
know.
are you kidding me, dude? Like, am I the only one here? Like, dude, I look out like when I'm leaving a driveway. You know what I mean? Like you don't just like, oh, I'm gonna get that dibs. Ah! You know, like
That movie's got a movie, you know.
the bitch is back, right?
And then Casper, hero of the day.
Dude, so
Saves-
selfless.
Yeah, definitely. I mean,
So
oh
selfless.
God, let's talk about that for a second. So it is super selfless, but then it's like, why would you think that letting this kid be a human for 2 hours again is good? That's terrible. Like, why would you do that to him?
I mean, that's kind of a dick move.
Here you go. Here's a little ballsies for 2 hours, and then never, ever again.
Like literally, like
You're
freaking
dead.
yo, he could have been alive, dude. He sacrificed like his
Right?
whole chance to be alive as like the most selfless act, and it's just like he even says it's just like Cinderella got till midnight. He's like Cinderella wasn't 13 years old.
Well, who cares?
What kind of bullshit?
Yeah.
He's dead. I'm pretty sure we're not
Yeah.
playing by regular rules. He's a ghost.
At this
Exactly.
point, he's probably like 95, 100.
Yeah, who cares? Like,
Also-
who knows?
Who gives what's her face like domain over who gets to be alive and not? It's like what the hell is that all about? Like, dude, like sounds like
yeah.
he's not even doing her job that well. To be honest. Like,
Well, that's another thing too, right? It's like, so if Amelia, like, I don't know. I mean, Amelia obviously isn't a ghost because she just
She's
comes
an
down.
angel.
She's an angel or
Yeah.
whatever, right? So it's like,
he's passed on.
so at the end of the movie, why didn't friggin' Casper, cross over? Because it's like he
What
got
is
to be
Casper's unfinished
to
business?
be, I mean, he's
To be a real boy?
to be a real
Yeah.
guy,
Pinocchio?
to, feel a woman's, like, dance with a girl when you're 13. Like, I don't know. Like, I think that's what he was holding on to.
I mean, don't get me wrong. If that was
And
it,
if that's
pretty.
not,
That's
then-
not terrible. That's a pretty cool way to go out. But
So, and if that's not his thing, so then what? It's like, so now you guys are just going to live in that house forever with ghosts, and then they're going to stay there forever because, eventually you're going to die. They're not. So,
No.
Well, and it kind of sounds like, especially where
it's
that
a waiting
house-
game, really.
yeah.
I can wait you out, but wait. But if I wait you out, if you die, are you gonna die as adult you, or are you gonna go ghost
That's another
13-year-old
thing too,
you
right?
and be 13 with me? You know what I mean? Like,
What were you saying?
I was just gonna say, like, it sounds like he never had any friends.
Yeah.
Especially where that house was situated. Like, I don't think it was near any town.
his father, I guess, was like his
It probably
closest
sounded
friend.
kind of strict, even
Yeah.
though he let him sled out with
When-
no winter gear.
When
you
he
know,
becomes
get up and die.
human, the guy who's in the Stand video and the guy from Little Giants,
Yes.
Sawa, I think his last name is. He's wearing like old, like pilgrim ass, like old, like
Yeah.
clothes, right?
Yeah.
Like when he becomes
That's what
human
I'm saying.
again.
So
right?
how long has this kid been dead for?
You know what I mean? Like that's like old ass, like Hocus Pocus, first seen Hocus Pocus, like.
I
Like, you know
gotta
what I
pay
mean?
attention to that more next time because maybe it says it in the newspaper.
That's what I'm saying. I was
Things-
talking to Jordan about it
Yeah.
earlier. I feel like that newspaper scene, if you like pause it and stuff, there's probably a lot of shit that you could like learn, like in the columns and stuff. Because the big thing was just like son, like I guess he was an important guy and a rich guy.
Mm-hmm.
There's like millionaire or whatever. Father's like son dies unfortunately. Blah blah. Goes crazy trying to find a way to bring him back to the dead. Which, by the way, my man succeeded.
Bring back to the life, not to death.
bring him. You know what I'm fucking.
I know
trying
what
to
you're
say.
saying.
But you know what I mean. So who knows?
Who knows?
Give it a gander next time.
I mean, unless our producer over there Google it fast enough.
Yeah, right.
But I don't even like. Can you Google it? I don't even know. You have to like take your time, do your history and all that stuff. Do your little bit of reading. All right. Well, we'll take a quick break, and we're gonna come back and we're gonna talk about our favorite signs.
Absolutely the favorite.
And then we're gonna go to a county. We're gonna go to a party in the county jail.
I'm gonna Hulk out of this thing. I'm telling you, I'm gonna get it on camera, and I'm gonna literally just.
I'm gonna flex a bus out of here.
I'm a flex bust out of here.
So tell me, you have experience.
I have quite a bit of experience. Not, like exactly doing it, but I've studied it. And I talked to people who have done it. I've seen the videos, and I feel very confident.
Then you can handle this.
It's no problem.
It's like
no problem whatsoever. Piece of cake, piece of crumb cake. Crumb cake.
Yeah, just the fucking music in this movie too.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Well, how did it go?
Oh, was fine. Was no problem. Piece of cake.
I fucking love that scene.
I love it so much.
I
Like-
mean, me and Adam joke about this scene all the time, even when it's not Halloween. Like, you know, we'll be like, "Did you get it? Like, did you do it?" And then the answer will be like, "Oh yeah, I did." I mean, not actually doing it, but
not
you know,
actually
like
doing
I've
it,
seen
you
the
know,
videos and I feel very confident. So
And it's funny though because like I said at the beginning of this, like that's like a scene that scared me because he got his like head twisted. But like, oh my god, dude, it's so funny because it's just so like quotable. But like, I also had thought that he was Ray Romano when I was a kid. Because, like, he's got that, like, low nasally voice like Ray Romano has. But, like, God, like... And then right after that is the cameo with Dan Aykroyd, so...
which is probably arguably the best cameo of the movie.
Well,
right?
I mean, they got Dangerfield, they got...
I mean, that's true.
But,
That's
like,
true.
that's an actual... He's actually got lines, so...
All right. Who you gonna call? Someone else.
Someone else.
It's actually perfect.
But, yeah, I love that scene, dude. What's your favorite scene there, Travis?
I don't know. I have to give it to me, Dr. James Harvey.
Yeah,
singing at the bar with my good ghost friends.
Oh, dude, I wish I was there, man, but I was too busy building Casper's like memory.
They just like they're trying to croak him and then like they can't.
I can't croak him. What a great way to say it.
So good. It's so amazing.
Ward through party at the county jail. The prison bands and they began to win. And when Hospital began to sing, you should have heard us knocked out jail person glad rock.
Hey, this Dr. Harvey's got a lot of spirits, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but he's got his whole miserable life ahead of him.
So we could do him a favor, put him out of his misery.
Yeah, hey, good idea. We've been the ghostly trio long enough. Time to make it a quartet.
Quartet.
The guy that's like
the dude just like in the background.
The guy in the
at
back
bar,
just drunk.
just drunk.
He
Laying
gets
on
the
table.
drywall that hits him in the head, and he's just like
starts crying.
Yeah.
Well, I just got to tell you, you guys remind me of what it's like to hang out with the boys. I mean, you are absolutely there for each other. I mean, you look life right in the face. You say, I'm a ghost. I don't need you.
I fucking love that.
Tell that Miss Crazy.
I don't need you.
Cut. I'm gonna tell that lady.
That lady.
You aren't going anywhere. It's your house. You're haunting it. Possession is 9/10 of the law.
No.
Yes. Yes. I didn't think so at first, but you guys are great.
I love you.
I love you.
Hey.
Oh, no.
I think my favorite part is when he's just like on his face.
Yeah.
All right, you can stop it there. That's good. But oh man, that whole
Boys,
scene.
night is young.
And it smashes the glass too, like
Dude, like no blood. I've seen that happen in Django, and his hand bleeds after that.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
Just saying.
Also, what fucking bar?
Yeah, like
at the top.
Not even a warning
like 30
inside,
feet up
like
in the air.
Yeah.
And there's just a door you can open, and you can fall 30 feet to your death. Like,
What a great like situation.
were they
You know what I
at?
mean? I love it.
but no, I do love that scene. It's fucking great.
Oh, dude.
He's
I
so
love Bill
good.
Pullman. Bill Pullman.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bill Pullman, Bill Paxton, but Paxton.
Yeah. I get it.
Sadly, is deceased.
That's all right. We got plenty of movies of his we're gonna tackle.
Well, yeah, we were listening to a True Lies podcast the other day here. And Paxton's great in that movie.
Oh, dude. I was gonna say the line, but I'm not.
I'm not gonna. I'm gonna wait.
Yeah, I'm gonna wait.
All right, we'll take a quick break and we'll come back and we'll do our fun facts. Actually, you know what? Fuck it. We're not even gonna take a break. We're just gonna do it.
You gonna do it right now?
Give me your fun facts. Let's do it.
Fun facts corner. All right. So we got a decent amount of facts for today. That's not necessarily by accident.
Oh.
It is because I really effing love this movie. Okay. So let me just get a little comfortable.
I'm gonna get a little comfortable.
Just make sure. Let me slip into something a little more comfy. You know what I mean? We got this hair, all situated, so I can just, For you, for those of you at home, if you guys are into facts, get your shit ready. All right, so starting. So this is the first feature film to have fully computer-generated visual effects for like a character in the leading role.
Cool.
It's pretty wild. You got a little water on your thing
thanks,
there.
man.
Got to do it. That's the kind of friend I am. So you just got a little piece of shit there.
That was great.
But
back to
anyway,
the facts.
In the mirror scene, Dr. Harvey, he was also actually supposed to transform into Steven Spielberg along with the other cameos.
Oh. Okay.
Spielberg filmed the scene and everything, but it was cut because of like pacing reasons. Spielberg said that he was relieved, claiming that he was a terrible actor.
Okay.
Also, the actors that are in the scene are supposed to represent the three uncles.
That's what I figured.
Yeah.
Which one do you think represents who?
Well, I'd have to say Clint Eastwood would be Stretch. Fatso would be Rodney Dangerfield.
Yep.
And Mel Gibson.
Mel
would be
Gibson, Stinky, which is kind of hilarious, to
right?
Me, So when filming Bill Pullman and Christina Ricci, or me and you, we had to. I almost said we had to. So
we had to.
We were there. So they had to talk to tennis balls in place of the ghosts, which were added later.
So that's what I was
always
wondering. 'Cause there had
how
to be
that
something
worked.
there,
Yeah.
right? That they can physically touch and everything.
It
like
had
that.
to.
Yeah. So that's what he was kissing then in that scene was tennis balls.
Yeah. It can't be. We've all done it.
I admit it with tennis balls.
So I'm glad I
admit that.
With dirt, But I'm glad you didn't bring this up because we were talking about the Whipstaff Manor.
Okay.
So best shit ever, and I think this is a sleeper fact that everybody does know but forgets.
Okay.
That house, the Whipstaff Manor, was used for the Backstreet's Back music video.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
Like
no way.
the part where they're all dancing in the ballroom, same fucking floor and everything, man.
Holy crap.
Yeah, dude.
So what's that? Where's that house now? I wonder if it's still.
I think it. I don't know it, but maybe it takes like place in the actual place.
It takes two, baby.
Maybe it takes two. So James and Kat Harvey are named after longtime publisher of Casper the Friendly Ghost, Harvey Comics, which is just you got to do that. You know what I mean?
Makes sense.
This one I wish stayed, but I get it. In a deleted portion of the attic scene where she's like the toys and all that stuff, Kat comes across a picture of Casper's uncles when they were humans.
Oh wow! Really wish they would have left that in.
Fucking really wish they left that in too, because that would have been awesome. However, it was featured and shown in the storybook version along with the film, so at least there's that.
Oh, okay.
I guess you could probably look it up on Google if you wanted to.
Yeah.
For the scenes where Casper drags Kat out of the lighthouse, Christina Ricci had a fishing line taped to her wrist to give the appearance of being pulled.
Oh, okay.
It saved a lot of money, you know what I mean? Saved a lot of money. The breakfast scene was the first scene animated, which is why Casper and his uncles appear more solid when compared to the rest of the movie.
I did notice that, actually. Yeah.
And also, in addition to the ghosts, the pancakes were also animated.
Oh.
So...
Damn.
But... Then again, was the juice? Juice had to have been animated too, then, right?
No, that seemed pretty real.
I mean, who?
It did seem pretty real. Even the pulp, it did seem pretty real.
Maybe just the pulp was real.
Yeah,
maybe. Yeah.
Oh my goodness gracious, my hair! So
disaster.
There was going to be a big musical scene where Stretch, Fatso, and Stinky sang about their mental problems to Dr. Harvey.
Okay.
Big old musical number. The number was going to be called "Lucky Enough to Be a Ghost," and it was scripted and filmed, but eventually cut because the already expensive visual effects would have cost a few extra $1 million, which is practically nothing. But.
Which is practically nothing.
So J.J. Abrams did uncredited screenwrites of the screenplay.
No way. Okay.
I love those weird ones.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? So Sawa, his name is Devin Sawa, the guy from the Stan music video and Little Giants. So he said in a 2016 interview that at least once a day someone tweets him, "Can I keep you?"
That's amazing.
Sidebar, I never liked that ever.
line?
I know
Yeah,
it's supposed to
weird.
be cute. I know it's supposed to be cute, but that's just me. It's just, "Can I keep you?" It's just like, you're like 90 years old. You know what I mean?
He's 13.
Yeah, but he's got a mind of a 13-year-old. You're right. So this is the second movie where Christina Ricci plays the love interest of Devin Sawa. The first one being the other being 1995's Now and Then. So they were pretty. They were hooking up. They was getting it on in 1995. The scene where Dr. Harvey trips on the stairs as he's leaving Kat's room was a legit trip, but Bill Pullman kept his composure. So one could say that Bill Pullman pulled himself up.
He pulled
Bill Pullman himself up.
He
No?
pulled himself up.
Jordan is a father and he is laughing, so whatever. It counts. So there's going to be a sequel, but Christina Ricci and Bill Pullman were attached to do other projects. Also, Christina Ricci wanted to do less kid movies, and for some reason didn't really like this movie too much. She said she didn't she said she was like half-assing it, like she wasn't like giving it her all because she didn't like fully, I guess, understand what was going on or like the script or whatever, because she had never seen the cartoon series before.
How
But anyway,
old was she when she actually filmed the movie? She looks like she's like 16. I'd
yeah,
say.
like something like that, 15 to 16. There's no age game today, unfortunately. I was trying to, but yeah, because they couldn't do a sequel, they made a cartoon series with Fox instead. True. So why not? That's what you do, right? Items from the set were placed on display for many years at Universal Studios in Orlando, Florida. Cannot go wrong. So Steve Barron, he was asked by Spielberg to direct the film after Spielberg saw the first live-action TMNT movie.
Oh,
so Steve Barron directed that.
Nice.
Barron refused and has since admitted that it was a mistake to turn it down. Development of Casper began in March 1990 after the success of the first live-action Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Cool, okay.
So that's why Spielberg was like, "You should direct this. Like, it would be fucking perfect." And he was like, "Nah."
And I'm like, nah.
And I'm like, "Nah. Turtles, not ghosts. Fuck that." So, the hardest. Okay. So, this is a good one. So, of all the CGI things that we're doing, like in this movie or whatever, which one do you think was the hardest for them to pull off? And it's a dumb, stupid one.
Dumb, stupid one, eh?
Of all the things that they had to do for CGI, what was the hardest one for them to do?
I don't know.
So, very similar to how Jordan put this dress on me today.
Oh.
So you know how this like that scene, like with the dress going and
when he puts it on her.
That was apparently the hardest thing. Wow. Not the whole breakfast scene, but like, you know.
No. I mean, and like honestly and surely, for 95, the CGI really stands up.
I love, like I was saying earlier, when you can like see through them, but you still see their outline, but in between it's like all distorted and shit. I love that. It's like kind of like looking at a bubble.
Yeah.
So it's like really, really cool.
I mean, even when the guy gets his head twisted.
Yeah.
Like
you
can
you
tell
notice it, but it's
CGI,
not.
but
It's
like,
not
it's
noticeable
not like
enough. Yeah.
Hitting you in the face, like it looks like a terrible thing or anything.
Totally,
like
man. So this is the first time that Casper was in Casper Media that he was voiced as a. Let me try that again. This is the first time Casper was actually voiced by a boy.
Oh, okay. I mean, I can see
Media.
that. A lot of young kids are voiced by women, for sure.
And apparently, when they were looking for the voice actor for this boy, there's like hundreds and hundreds of kids and stuff. The director was trying to find like the right amount of like sincere, but also like, you know, not like too like, you know, you got to do the right thing or whatever. And when they were doing a bunch of this is a fact that I memorized, so I don't got to look at my notes. So a bunch of people, like a bunch of the kids, were hamming it up too much on like the sincere side, and it like really like pissed him off because it was like the hard. Like, that's what made like casting Casper the hardest thing because like nobody was doing it the way he wanted it to.
Okay.
So when they actually cast the guy to do it, and rightfully so, because like I think even like when you think about Casper now, if you think about Casper's voice, you're thinking about this kid's voice.
Yes.
You're not
I
thinking
am.
about like the cartoon or like the
cartoon one.
original
No, you're
cartoons and
absolutely
stuff, right?
That's true.
Also, another fun fact that everybody knew in the original cartoons, sometimes Casper's got little booties, little cutie little
Right,
feeties,
yep.
and he's just like, "No, be my friend." Anyway, washcloth. So my boy Stretch is the only. His name is only spoken once during the whole movie. When was it?
Holy shit.
And it's not one of the ghosts that say it.
It's Kat when
Yep.
she's reading the names of
Yes.
the,
Of the bed.
Yes.
Yes.
Fuck yeah. Some little trivia
Where
fucking
did
script
Docky
it out.
Dope sleep?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, yeah, I did not say that.
Doc
Shit.
and Dopey sleep. I said Docky and Dope. Docky and Doc. That's amazing.
Where does Docky and Dope sleep?
I'm gonna head down to the Docky and smoke some dope.
Gonna head over
Smoke some dope.
Get out over the dock and meet up with Docky and smoke some dope with Dopey.
Oh shit.
Okay, where was I? Where was I? So at the time, cool. I knew I had a fact on this. So the age game. At the time, Christina Ricci was 15 and had never seen the Casper cartoon before she signed on. So she had to keep reminding the director that she was born in the 80s whenever they would make like 1950s references.
That's cool.
Which is, for those of you, well, you're born 89, right?
Yeah.
And you're 88. Yeah. I wonder if Christina Ricci must be like, I guess, like 85 or 86
Well,
maybe?
she was 15 in 90. That means she was born in 80 because it came out in 95.
Oh.
Well,
Matt.
I mean, it was probably filmed in 94, so she's probably like, no, because then that would make her 79. So she's probably born 1980.
No.
Yep.
My math is terrible. Thank you so much for fucking holding my hand through that. So Casper makes a reference to eating under the harvest moon. This was going to be my favorite fact, but it's not because I'm fucking so spontaneous. So if we assume that the film's events take place the same year as its release for the harvest moon, that would put the Harveys' first night at Whipstaff on Sunday, October 8th, 1995, meaning Kat's first day at school and eventual trip to the lighthouse happens the following day on Monday, October 9th, 1995.
Which makes sense because they're having a Halloween party.
And which is my my cat's birthday.
Oh, well, there you go.
So only he wasn't born in 1995.
No.
He wasn't born in 1995. Not that motherfucker. He wasn't born in 1995. Okay, so I was going to make this into a bit, but I'm not because I just don't have the energy. So here's some considered actors and actresses here. This is kind of a burn to our boy Bill Pullman, but John Ritter, Tom Hanks, Dennis Quaid, that would have been fucking hilarious. Hugh Grant, John Travolta, Kurt Russell, Tim Allen, and our boys Jim Carrey and Robin Williams all were offered the role of Dr. Harvey and all turned it down.
Holy
But that's okay because this is a Bill Pullman like movie to me.
Yeah.
This is it, and I'm so glad. My man was rocking cardigans well before I was. And Brian, yeah, and my man's doing it too. And I rock a lot of cardigans, so Bill Pullman fucking pulled himself up and crawled so I could run, you know what I mean? So on the female side of things, Sigourney Weaver, Michelle Pfeiffer, Sandra Bullock, Nicole Kidman, Femke Jensen, Jennifer Tilly, my girl, Carrie Fisher, and others were considered for the role of Kerrigan. Kirsten Dunst, Anna Paquin, Scarlett Johansson. It's always Scarlett Johansson, eh?
Oh, yeah.
Scarlett Johansson,
90s? Yeah.
Jennifer Love Hewitt, and Natalie Portman were all considered for the role of Kat. And on the Dibs side of things, Bob Hoskins, Bill Murray, George Carlin, Patrick Stewart, Gene Wilder, Alan Rickman, Chevy Chase, and Bryan Cranston, even, to name a few, were all considered for the role. For Dibs.
For Dibs.
Eric Idle. So speaking of Dibs, I'm pretty sure Eric Idle is his name. Speaking of Dibs, he's been so disinterested in this film during and after filming that he doesn't even remember filming this movie.
Oh, wow.
Like he doesn't even remember shooting it, and
Why did he hate it so much?
I love that fucker.
And why did you do it if you hated it?
I don't
so
know.
much?
Maybe
paycheck,
it was
I guess,
maybe it was a movie that was attached to another movie that he did. So it's just like, if you want to do this, you got to do this. I'd be fucking amped, dude. Are you kidding me? Also, 2 more facts here. Directly talking to Julian and Chris, my brothers. If you listen to this, I know Chris will. Julian, who knows? Maybe when you're 80, you will. Dr. Harvey's outfits are inspired by Don Knotts in The Ghost of Mr. Chicken. So that's pretty fucking dope, eh? I know you guys are just like, that's awesome. Big Don Knotts fans in our family.
Oh,
and
yeah.
anybody,
Love
if you're
Don Knotts.
Ghost of Mr. Chicken's a great fucking. That movie scared the piss out of me as a kid, and it's a comedy.
Never seen it.
And Adam's fun fact that I like to save for the end because it's my favorite. So, the town of Friendship, Maine, is a real place near Camden and Rockport, and scenes from the movie were actually filmed there. Nice. There's a part where Kat says Whipstaff would be perfect for Stephen King. Ironically, Stephen King is from Maine.
Yep.
I can confirm 11 times over that he likes to set his stories there. And Friendship, Maine also goes by another name in another movie. I think you may be familiar with a little place called Silvertown.
Yes. Yes, I am.
And if you don't, I'm going to stab you in the face with a fucking soldering iron.
Jordan's like, oh my God, I'm going to run for the hills because I don't know what Silvertown is.
No idea.
Anyway, that's Adam's fun fact, people. Live version.
Live
in
version, yeah,
person.
your first live version. How was
Intimate
it? Was
and
it exciting?
interactive. Sorry?
Was it exciting, your first live version?
Yeah, it was. I was nervous at first, but then I worked into it. So
You know, I'm a professional.
I could live in front of a camera.
Of a camera.
I am the.
You've
true,
broken my camera. So I don't know why that came to my mind.
I am the Truman Show. You know what I mean?
Well, thank you guys for joining us on the
Absolutely.
first video
and thank
podcast.
you so much, Jordan, bro.
This has been incredible. Thank you to our producer, Jordan. Just
can't wait
killed it.
for whatever next one. You know what? I think me and him we were talking about one that you had an idea for. We'll talk about that off camera, but
her right there. Also, a
I'm
shout out.
saying it might be animated.
Also,
but,
a shout out to our good friend at Caitlin at cupcakes.ca who has
Absolutely.
sponsored us from pretty much the get go.
Absolutely.
She's been a part of us since 15th episode or so.
yeah, dude, she's been
around
really
for the long
helpful.
haul.
So if you guys like, I'm glad I don't have to do a whole fucking thing here. But if you guys like cupcakes, check out cupcakes.ca at KUPKATES.ca, where the sweets are almost as sweet as she is. Also, want to give a big shout out to Andrea. You know who you are. Thank you so much for helping me with my wig. And yeah, dude.
Don't thank me for driving you to Value Village and
I bought this.
because I bought you lunch.
And it wasn't even close to the amount of the lunch.
It
Like,
was
this is way-
$13.
I'm not
Your
even
fucking
gonna
sub was
start with this
$13
shit.
too. Jesus
Oh my
Christ.
God. Casper,
There's
ladies and gentlemen.
fucking tax on shit, Adam. Just because it says $7 on the sign doesn't mean it says $7.
I scanned the wrong tag.
Yeah, you must have. This was $13.
No. I fucking scanned the right tag.
Oh, well then shut up. All right, we'll catch you guys on the next one. We're gonna keep the video things going with the theme where we're always gonna dress up as something. So
And always on special occasions. So like we're not gonna do it like every single time.
you can look out for a Christmas one. That's for sure.
Definitely look out for a Christmas one. You know, a few ones every now and again. You know.
Every now and then. We're just gonna spice them, sprinkle them in there.
And if you're listening to this just audio, what are you doing? What are you doing? We're live. I'm looking at you right now.
Right now.
I'm looking right at you.
Check out our YouTube channel.
Check out our YouTube channel.
And
Jordan's channel.
And Jordan's channel, yeah, absolutely.
Jordan.
Our producer has a channel called Jordan and Amanda React, and it's great. You'll love it.
I'm gonna start a channel called Adam Reacts to Jordan and Amanda React.
That's perfect.
Yeah, just our video.
There you go.
Yeah. And it's just gonna be a great way. So it's like how people take clips and then they make like TikTok careers out of it.
Oh yeah.
I'm just gonna do that with your career.
Yeah, when they're just pointing.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
they
yeah.
just play the video. It's like,
Yeah.
You did a lot for me. Thanks, buddy.
Right.
It's gonna be it's free advertising, right?
Yeah.
And also it's pretty obvious that I've kind of been like the what is like that sucker fish that they stick onto sharks and stuff. I've been doing that to you and you for years. So
That's right.
I actually used to be this big and now I'm this big.
And now,
and that's because I've sucked all the talent from these guys. So If you guys like talent stuff, check out Cupcake Stuff.
All right, we'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace out, everybody.
Adios.
Wanna throw a party in the county jail. The prison band was there and they began to wail. The band jumped in, dope began to swing. Should've heard the knocked out jailbird sing a let it ride. Come on, let it ride.